All right, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. This is a reading for Sagittarius in the month of March. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Cross watchers, you are more than welcome to take a peek in, but this is directed to our Sages, okay? Again, Sagittarius for the month of March, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. I have already cleansed the deck with some Palo Santo. I've cleansed my hands with Palo Santo along with our clear quartz. Okay, getting that good pure energy around here. All right. Just as a reminder, this is a general reading. So if these things, the messages, I should say, resonate with you, please, blessed be. If they do not resonate with you, okay, understand that you will never receive all messages and answers to questions within one sitting. So take what does resonate with you, and if it does not, then that means the answers that you are seeking have not come in yet. All right. So again, this is for Sagittarius in the month of March. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. All right, y'all. All right. So we're going to do a 4-card spread. If we get more than 4 cards, of course, I will go ahead and incorporate them as they should be. But we'll start with the 4. And then we have a couple of decks off to the side that we'll go ahead and get some visionaries and some last messages to wrap up the reading. So let's start with 4. Thank you. Sagittarius in the month of March. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for Sagittarius in the month of March. Okay. I hope everything is all well with you, Sag. It's been very difficult for all of us, but for some reason I feel like you've actually been like okay, where it's not like really been affecting you, kind of in your own lane and minding your own business. But let me not speak too many things. Let's see what Spirit has for us if we can come clear about it. This is Sagittarius. Thank you. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the month of March. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the month of March. That's a bit much. I'll take that first card off the top and grab one more. Wow. Okay, so there's a lot to say. All right. I'll go ahead and show us the card at the bottom. Sag, I think you're the only ones, maybe 1 or 2. I think only one other person for the month of March got more than like 4 cards. Yeah, I think you and Leo or something like that. Wow. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead. So we have the Hermit, which is in reverse. Then we have our 4 of Swords in the upright. Then we have our 7 of Swords in the reverse. We have our Death card in the upright. We have our Emperor in the upright. And then we have the Ace of Wands in the upright. Okay, Sag. Okay. All right, so immediately what I'm getting from this is a moment of coming out from your mind and your head. The Hermit on a reverse lets me know that all that contemplating and any inward looking that you were doing in the months before, you're actually coming out. And I think you're ready to communicate that in a big way with this Ace of Wands coming down here like this. With the Hermit also being in the reverse, we do want to speak about the cautionaries when we do see reversals. So this could also be speaking to us about not using some type of wisdom that you have, and maybe that is pushing you to where you need a little bit more rest in the month of March. And when I say that, I mean something is draining you. You know, something is draining you because you're not using that spark of intelligence that we all know that you come forth with. So I am getting that heavily also. So either some of you are actually coming out of making or inwardly making a decision, and you need a little bit of rest and rejuvenation before you actually embark on it. Or some of you are not using that intelligence that you inherit and you are going to be needing some rest in the month of March to actually bring it back together. Okay. The Seven of Swords is on the reversal. There, you know what? I'm getting that. I'm getting the heavy energy of those who have not been using that intelligent influence that you guys have, that sharp mind that you have. Something is throwing you off, or has been throwing you off. Let me say that, because I do see a transition happening here, which is really super dope. I mean, it's huge. So coming into the month of March, I'm feeling like something has been on the upside down with you, and you have not been making wise choices, and you may need some rest or rejuvenation when it comes to the mental exhaustion. That's what I'm getting. It's like a mental exhaustion, like your head, and you're like, you're just tired, it's just like you've been thinking too much, you've been running too much, you've been just in your head way too much about some decisions that obviously need to be made, and they will be made. Okay, so the first major arcana that we have here is your Death card, which is always a beautiful sign when I see the spread come before this in the way that it is. You have this Death card, which means a transformation. You have a transformation, and I want to say that from this moment here with that Four of Swords, which you taking that rest and rejuvenation and then coming directly into that Death card, it's almost like you're rising up from this moment here, from saying, okay, that's enough, let me get up and move on and move forward and actually make the changes that need to be made. It's a beautiful thing. All right, so while you have that rest and rejuvenation, those dreams are very vivid. Okay, so we do have our colored windows in the back, which gives you an amplified look at what you would like life to be, how you would like to see it come into fruition. And you probably, again, like I keep saying, you probably been in your head a lot trying to figure something out. You do have this transformation in the Death card here, which is super good. It really is. There may be a birth of a child. There may be a death in the family and the rebirth or the birthing of a child coming up, because we do see that with the children at the bottom, and we do see this person here off to the side. So where there is death, there is birth. So there may have been some type of death in your family, and you will be experiencing a birth in your family also. I do see that coming up for March. I do feel like that is for you specifically, Sag. So if you do not know if you are pregnant, or if you've been thinking that you are, I'm pretty sure that that will be coming into play. Okay. Wow. I feel like some of you will be dealing with this pregnancy on your own. There may have been a death of your significant other recently, and you may have found out that you are pregnant, or you have a child with this person and they are no longer with us. I'm getting that. And condolences to you, because that is definitely a devastating blow in life, period. And you have someone else to look after who is a part of this person that is no longer with you. So my condolences to you and your family. All right, and much love to you, because you will need it in the times to come. So blessings upon your head down to the bottoms of your feet. Okay. For some of you, this is just a transition in life, something that you are no longer willing to hold on to, and something that's dying out, something that just it's not serving you well, and it's time to let go of it. And this could be, I feel like this is self for a lot of you. Something that you've been doing that has not been working out for you, maybe the moves that you did not make, okay, that you feel like you should have made, and it put you in a whole situation that was just not like you. And I feel like you're over that. You're like, wait a minute, usually I would have done this and I would have done that, and look what it's got me. Excuse me. Look where I'm at. And it's just not served me well to actually make decisions the way that I have. It wasn't me. And I feel like that. I feel like it wasn't you. You did not use your own wisdom and your own intelligence to make decisions, and you've been caught up in a situation that now in the month of March, and I'm getting the second week of March, you're going to be making a decision and a change on putting yourself back in the front line. And we do see that with the Emperor here, okay, which has heavy Aries energy to it. So please be careful in the month of March where you are looking to put yourself back into that this is me, this is what I'm about, this is how I am kind of mode. Be careful with the Emperor, even though he is a solidified figure. Okay, so that's for number one. He does have the energy of Aries associated with him. So that is a lot of impulsive decisions, a lot of fiery, impulsive decisions. And when you have the Ace of Wands here, you could be looking to deal somebody a blow. You know, you could be looking to deal somebody, a heavy decision making. My hand is, down on the board and that's it. Other than that, this is a blessing coming in with creative ideas, and it suits you well as you make this transition from this Death card into the Emperor. It suits you very well that this would actually come up very, very heavily. Okay, so there is going to be there's a couple of energies in here tonight. There's going to be either something coming in to restart your creative ideas while you have an involvement of yourself following this death here or the transition here. And then some of you will be looking to bring that hammer down on the others who are around you to solidify your position. Okay, so there is some cautionary here that I want to talk about, and I have already said it, but I want to reiterate it. Maybe I should say that. Is just please be careful with making any impulsive decisions and moving too quickly for the other people who are around you. They're not going to take it well if you move that way. You are a Sagittarius. Out of all of the fire signs, in my opinion, out of all of the fire signs, Sagittariuses are the ones who actually set goals and complete them with a beautiful action behind it. You are the completing person of the fire sign. So I really do admire that about the fire signs, because you hear so much about, fire signs being impulsive, like I said, and too fast acting, too temperamental, quick tempered, all of these things, which you do have some of that in you, but you seem to be a little bit more balanced out than the other two fire signs. There's like, where the other two fire signs may have a longer haul on evolving themselves, it comes a little bit more naturally for you if you allow it, because we talk about signs and all of that, but honestly, it comes down to your environment too. If you were, how you were raised, where you were raised, what type of environment, that you're in now. So all of these things take effect. It's not just about your sign. It is also about your environment. I had this conversation the other day with a customer of mine, and we were talking about it, and I said, it's silly to ever try to debate whether someone is affected by nature or nurture, because it's both. It's both. There's no way to detach one from the other, because both of them have a crazy influence on the person. So typically Sagittariuses will, have these great ideas and actually act upon them and actually, what's the word I'm looking for? Act upon them and complete them. If I hear the word a little bit later, then I'll bring it back up. So be careful of impulsive natures. Be careful of short-tempered nature. Be careful of, because you feel like you weren't this person, now you're going to be this person. And you could come with a great hoorah with it that could actually scare off the other people that are around you. Other than that, I do see it as a good thing. If you are taking yourself as the evolved person that you are and you should be. Okay. Let's see. What else do we have here? Yeah, it's still coming up to me about the death in the family. There may be someone coming to your aid to help you with this. Okay, and they may also embody a fire sign within their natal chart, whether it's in their sun, in their moon, or in their Venus chart. They may have some type of fire in their charts. Not to say that is highly important for you. I'm just letting you know. But I feel like there will be someone coming to your aid and actually extending a hand to you to be able to move on and move forward. In a helpful way. I feel like they're going to be giving you a lot of help on a daily basis, whether it's going to go get groceries, taking you back and forth, because that may have been the way that you and your significant other were working with each other, or in the relationship with each other. You may have been bonded in that way where you're dependent on this person for these things. And I feel like this person will be coming in your life to alleviate some of that. You see what I'm saying? I feel like this person will be coming in your life to be able to help you with that. This is for some. This is not for all, but some of you are dealing with this. Some of this has some to do with some of you. It does. Okay? So don't feel like yeah, don't feel like you're by yourself and you're alone. You have this restful period. You're kind of down about it. Not kind of. This has happened already. That's what I want to say. So this restful period is probably more so of picking yourself up right now. And I feel like someone will be coming to you in the month of March to help you along with that. It will be a male figure, and it will be someone who is of mature self. If they are older than you, they will be an uncle. I'm getting an uncle a lot, or someone who has played the role of an uncle, or it could be your father who is coming in to step into this role to be able to bring that family back together with you and your children, or you and your child who has suffered this loss. Okay. All right, let's get a couple from the Kipper. Get a couple of visionaries of what you have, what else is going on in the month of March. Okay, so this is for Sagittarius in the month of March. Sun, moon, rising, and Venus. Sun, moon, rising, and Venus. Yes, someone will be coming. Someone will be coming to you. Someone will be asserting themselves and actually pushing themselves into your life without really asking you. They're not going to ask you anything. And you see that with the Ace of Wands. It's just being given to you. They're not going to be asking you for anything. And if you have not dealt with a death of a significant other, you may be dealing with a separation from a significant other, or a separation, a huge separation, like just like you're in different areas, you're in different states, like somebody has moved away, you're no longer close to each other, you no longer have that same fluid movement between you two, where it's becoming a little difficult for you as the parent with the child. Or even if you don't have the child in your custody, I feel like there's going to be a middleman here that's going to be able to alleviate some of the burden of the separation of this family. Okay, so some of you are dealing with the death, some of you are dealing with the separation, and some of you are actually dealing with a transformation of self. Either way, Sagittarius, I see a lot of you coming back into yourselves. That is the main key for the month of March, coming back into yourselves. And you may just have needed that little bit of time and some help here. Okay, yeah. We have the first card coming up. That is the card of concern. It is on the reversal as I pulled it. Okay, but I want to flip it and give you the upright. Okay, so again, we have this man who is of concern, right, and thinking of the situation. When it's on the reversal, it lets us know that there's not concern. No one's worried about it. But I get a feeling that the person who is coming to you is not worried about how they're going to help you, if they can help you, if they're going to do it. They just know that they are. Okay, so there will be a figure coming into your life, a male figure coming into your life for the month of March, essentially giving you the handout of help. Oh my goodness, I have to take the first that comes up. And then, yeah, we have the child that comes up. It wasn't reverse. Okay, so again, some of you will be without your children. Some of you watching this video are being separated from your child, like I said. And if there's a death of a child, my God, blessings upon you, blessings to you. That is the hardest thing that I could ever imagine going through. ever imagine going through. But listen to me clearly, Sagittarius. There will be someone coming to you to aid and to help you. Okay? If it is not the death of a child, it is the death of a significant other, and you have a child with this person. And if there is no death involved, there is a separation, and two people are being separated from the children. Okay? You will have help. You will have help. You will have that shoulder to lean on. You will have someone there. They are coming. Okay, so just hold on for a little bit longer. Let's get one more from the Kipper to get a little bit more visionaries. Oh, you know what I didn't do? That's because you guys have so much out here that I didn't even think about it. I'll pull it in a second. Let's look at the Kipper. Just one more in Kipper, please. I'm looking over to my side and I'm like, why is the deck still here? Why is the deck still here? All right. Yeah. And then we have our last in the Kipper, which is change. Okay. So you may also be seeing the number 9 a lot in the month of March. Okay. The multiples of 3, which was under concern. 3 times 3 will be your 9. 1 plus 8 will be your 9. And then we have another 9 here. All right. So you may be seeing multiples of 9. And let's just talk about the 9, the number 9. Number 9 is the end of a cycle and the start of a new. Getting rid of the old and starting anew, which is exemplified and amplified in this card of change, because that's exactly what change is. This is coming for you. Whatever situations, whatever hardships that you're dealing with in your life right now, Sagittarius, it will be coming to a close or changing at the least. Okay, the circumstances will change. It will be a bit different from what you've been dealing with. I started off this reading by saying, I feel like you don't have any real big issues. And for some of you, you may not have big issues. And again, this may just be a transformation of self. Some of these messages a lot of these messages are very, very heavy for specific people listening to this right now. Some of you are just coming into, you know what, I did something that I was not supposed to do, or I reacted the way that I don't usually do, and I'm getting ready to change that. It bothered you a lot. You know what I mean? Whatever the situation was, it bothered you a ton because you felt like you weren't being true to yourself. That, for whose energy that belongs to, you don't have a lot of issues and you don't have a lot of problems. You just have the moment of recognizing that you were not acting in your best interest of how you usually are and how you usually do. Yeah, okay, that fits right in there. So we have the 5 of Pentacles on the reverse. When we look at this on the upright, we talk about being left out in the cold, outside of the building, just kind of in the environment and wandering around. Okay, again, it's in the reversal. So it's getting ready to warm up for you, Sagittarius. Again, like I told you, there's getting ready to be someone to come to your aid and to help you out in an immense way. All right, let's get some messages from the love and romance. No, I felt it. Okay. Love and romance. This is for Sagittarius in the month of March. Sun, moon, rising, and Venus. Sun, moon, rising, and Venus. Sagittarius in the month of March. Yeah. Some of you are really making, I was reading the cards. Some of you are making a change and making a transition, and some of you are going through a really tough time right now. And all my love and my energy to you. I hope you can feel that, because it's definitely here. Okay. Your first card coming out is make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. Okay. I feel like this has something to do with the person who will be trying to assist you in the month of March. Please take that helping hand. You know, Sagittarius, you can be a bit of, I'll do it, and I'll do it by myself. And it makes you feel less of a person, less of a woman, but less of a man. When you have to, or when you feel like someone is trying to help you, you feel the need to do it yourself all the time, you know, and please allow this person to come in, at least give you some guidance, at least help you, you know, in a way, you know, that is necessary for you right now. Second card coming out is calling in your soulmate. Okay, Sag, your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. Okay. Wow. I'm telling you, someone has been dealing with the separation of your soulmate. Some of you have been dealing with the separation or death of your significant other. I just feel that so heavily. And let me say this, the prayers and the talks and the moments that you have when you lay your head down at night and you speak with this person hears you. This person hears you. Okay? They do. They love you. And they are very saddened by the fact that this has happened. They are. Yeah, yeah. They hear you. They do. Last, we have reconciliation. My goodness. Reconciliation on the reverse. Okay. So again, like I said, some of you are in separation from this person. And again, some of this is just the fact that this will not come back together again. This is something that you're going to be dealing with, Sag. And it's going to be, you're going to have to deal with this in the best way possible, because I feel like some of you do have a child with this person that is no longer in your life. And again, like I said, even if this is not dealing with the persons or the persons that have a death of their significant other, it is dealing with the fact that this is such a deep separation that there will be no reconciliation happening. Again, like I said, I feel like there is a separation of distance where it's not there anymore. Some of you have made that final decision that you're no longer interested in that relationship. Okay? Let's get some messages from our angels and ancestors. All right. Ooh. I can just feel that. I promise you I can feel it. And it's not just about those who have this death of a significant other or death in their family. It is also the persons who are separating from someone that you've been with for a really long time, or you have this crazy, or you had this crazy bond with this person, and the final decision has been made, and it is still a hard decision. It ain't ever easy, not when you've loved a person so deeply. Never. Okay. We have the number 22 here, which is a master number. So I'm so happy to see that. Dreams into reality, intuition with practicality, self-confidence, balance of self and others. Okay. So like I said, this carries a lot of your energy also, Sag, because you guys are always the ones who have this great creative idea and you actually deliver on it. You know what I mean? Your dreams are made into reality. You, out of the fire signs, I'm telling you right now, you guys actually walk the walk and talk the talk and talk it and walk it and talk it and have it. You know? So I see that happening. Like I said, coming back into yourself is happening in the month of March. You may have been disappointed that you've made the wrong decisions about something or someone. And I'm getting it more so about yourself. I'm not getting it about someone. For some of you, it is just a decision or the way you have been handling yourself or allowing people to handle you. You know, it's not been in the way that that you know yourself well enough. All right. Couple more messages for Sagittarius. Thank you. In the month of March, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. So we have one more. We're going to take what we have. Thank you. All right, y'all. So we have the number 555 that came up. Wow. Yeah. So we have major change. Major shift changes, go for it, and the answer is yes. Okay, so yeah, whatever, you know, wherever you thought that, you know, you made the wrong decision or you were not acting of self, the answer is yes. Go for what you want to go for, which is returning back to self. Okay, success, keep going. I told you, keep going, Sag. All right, you may be dealing with a lot right now. Your heart is very heavy. Your heart is very heavy. All right. Yes. Use your intuition. It has never steered you wrong. Whew. And last but not least, I am. This is what you speak into existence. I am. I am great. I am healed. I am loved. I am taken care of. I am strong. I am. That is your mantra. Okay? Keep that in mind for the month of the month of March. Something's happening in September. Okay, because I was getting ready to come out of my mouth. So it'll be a couple of months from now, but something's happening in September, and that may be a manifestation or the completion of whatever it is that has been bothering you or fixing something. What do we have? March, April, May, June, July, August, September. 6 months. Yeah. So 6 months. In 6 months, something will be manifesting itself into reality. All right, because September was definitely coming out of my mouth. Let's grab 1 or 2 messages from the Angels of Abundance, and we'll wrap it up for our March reading. All right. This is for Sag. Thank you. Okay. For the month. Okay. For the month of March. What else? Do we have anything else? For the month of March, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Thank you. All right. Okay. Somebody got something to say to you. First one is ask for your needs to be met. Okay? God, and again, these words are fluid. So if you speak of God, if you speak of divine, if you speak of source, if you speak of spirit, please take in the interpretation of what you know. God and the angels can come to your aid only if you make a free will choice to be helped. And it begins with asking. It doesn't matter how you ask God for help, but only that you do so. The same holds true with clearly asking other people to assist you. I told you someone is getting ready to come. All right. Cooperation instead of competition. What's yours is yours, and no one can take it from you. There's no need to compete, as there's an abundance for all. You have complete access to unlimited abundance for yourself and to share with others. With cooperative partnerships, you can accomplish anything. Positivity, faith, and optimism. You open the doorway to positive experiences and opportunities with your positive expectations and energy. Do not allow negative energy or temporary setbacks to interfere with the path that you are on. Keep faith and keep going. What I tell you, success and keep going. That is all here. Successful funding, successful, keep going. This is here, okay? Your idea is divinely guided and supported by the same infinite wisdom of God that gave you the idea. Do not allow money concerns to prevent you from turning it into reality. Crowdfunding, partnerships, and other investments are available to help you. There's a lot of keywords in here, Sag. A lot of keywords. You have success, you have keep going, you have